Hey guys, I'm driving down the road, but I wanted to hit y'all a video real quick. Somebody just told me yesterday, and I had a good laugh about this, had to put my thoughts together, but they told me, they said, yeah, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, and I believe I'm going to go to heaven because I'm a good person, but until the day that I die, well, what's the point in living by a bunch of rules or missing out on living life if just in order to make it to heaven, when I can wait till the very last minute and do the exact same thing that you're doing, John, and ask God to forgive me, and then I can make it to heaven? What's the difference? What's the point in living a goody two-shoes type of life and missing out on all kind of fun? I thought about it. Well, do you know when you're gonna die? Last time that you went to a Mexican food restaurant, you ate. A lot of times when you leave a Mexican food restaurant, you're driving home and your stomach starts to feeling kind of funny and it starts to bubble. It ain't too long usually before you recognize that, you're gonna have to make a run for the border. You're gonna have to run to the bathroom. Well, in those moments, in those times, you don't get much warning. Sometimes you don't get any warning at all before you got to make that call of nature. You got to run. Well, that's kind of how death works too. Most of us, unless you go and you decide you want to take your own life, you don't know when it's going to come. You don't know when it's going to happen. So living a life all carefree, willy-nilly, and just deciding I can go through life doing what I want to do and still make it to heaven, because I'll have that 1 second before I die that I can ask Jesus to forgive me. That's a roll of the dice right there, because you don't know when it's going to happen. At the same time, you're saying you believe in Jesus, you're saying you believe in God, you believe in His grace, His forgiveness. Paul in the Bible, in Romans chapter 6, he wrote about this and he talked about this. He says, just because we have this gift of grace, does that mean that we've got a license, we've got the right, the privilege to just keep on sinning because we know that we're going to be forgiven? That ain't right. That ain't right at all. You don't like being taken advantage of yourself. I'm sure you don't. I don't. I'm sure Jesus feels the exact same way. Don't wait until your last seconds on earth. Don't wait until you think that you have done all the partying and the crazy wild living that you wanted to do before you finally decide to surrender your life to Jesus, before you finally decide to give in and surrender your will in order to spend your eternity in heaven. Don't wait until it's too late, because sometimes, most times, if you wait like that, you'll miss the boat. Too late comes around and, well, you're too late. So don't fall into the trap of thinking that you've got more time. Make that decision today. Till next time, I love you. God loves you. Be a warrior.